I'm your host, Boss Lady Star. Okay, I gotta start saying that. Let me go see if I can find What the Shits podcast. I love that name, by the way. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hey, Auntie. Hello, hello. Whew. Trying to wait till I see What the Shits podcast. He should be popping up any minute. Any minute, any minute. I was just messaging him, so I was letting him know that I was getting on a little bit late, a few minutes late. I was rushing back to the house, and I wanted to make sure that I let him know that I was going to be a couple minutes late. But I'm here now, so welcome and thank you guys for being here. Hey, Auntie. I'm doing water tonight. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Where's my I don't think he has a. How's your weekend been? How's your weekend been, Christopher? How art thou? Ooh. All right. Let me see if I can go. Maybe I can find him. Oh, you know what? My other phone's upstairs. I can't. I don't think I can message from here while I'm on here. Or maybe I can. I don't know. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know. I was trying to see. That was good. That was deep. There he goes. All right, he's seen me. I was just about to send you a message, and see if I can get you to join. But hold on one second. He just popped up at the second. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, he's out here. Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey.
hello.
Can you
So
hear
beautiful
me?
out. Yes, I can. I don't know if I can be
Okay,
heard.
cool. If it's too loud on this side, let me know, and then I'll just turn the music
I,
down some.
I feel so lazy. I don't want to hold my phone, but I have nowhere to put it. I'm just holding.
Oh, okay. What's wrong? Oh.
How's it going, everybody?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Yeah. So like I said, turn that down just a smidgen. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, because you're not live no more. Oh, I'm not. For me. Oh, it's still showing up on here.
Yes, this shows me.
Yeah, my son's saying that my live, I think it got canceled, but I'm still seeing it live right here, so I'm not sure. He's trying to pull it up again and see what's going on with it. He was like, I think the music made it get copyrighted. I was like, okay, we about to find out. Yeah, I can see. I don't know. He's saying he's having a problem pulling me up.
Oh,
Huh? Boss lady. Duh. Yeah, he's saying he's having a problem. I don't know. People are still joining, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go forward with it. What's up, Flavor in your ear? Brand new
that
baby.
money? Oh, that money. Right.
So what? Where are you at? What state are you in?
Beautiful, cold, warm Ohio.
Beautiful, cold, warm Ohio. Okay,
Yeah,
what part of
it's about.
Ohio? We used to live in near Cleveland, Ohio, I believe.
I'm south of Cleveland.
Oh no, we was like Dayton, Ohio.
Oh yeah, that's way south of Cleveland.
Yeah, we was. Yeah, it was like
That's
we was in Dayton, Ohio.
2 hours south.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. What's up, Butter? How are you? So, how long have you been podcasting?
It'll be 2 years in July.
Okay. And what made you start podcasting?
Wanting to talk shit. That's really
Hence the
honestly.
name. Is that where your name came from?
That's actually a phrase I use around the house a lot. And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna call it because I see it too much not to use it, and everybody seems to like it. So I mean, why not?
Yeah,
Perfect
it's
name.
definitely catchy.
Damn, so I've heard. Even
It's
old young
definitely
say it
catchy. I
without
seen it the first time I seen it on somebody else's live, and I was like, "Wow, that's his name! Like that's the name of the podcast."
Yeah, I can't believe we got away with it. Except for on Facebook, they make us the stuff because they don't want us to be the shit. That's my
Right.
new tagline going into season 6 in the summer, so people know like it ain't just we ain't just out here playing.
Right, right. So you gonna keep it the same, but you said on Facebook it's different.
Yeah, on Facebook is What the Stuff podcast because Mark
Okay,
Zuckerberg is on some other stuff, which
gotcha.
is crazy because Facebook is owns Instagram. I can be the shit on Instagram, but
Right,
I can't be the shit on Facebook. I never understood that, but whatever, man. You know, sometimes you got
right.
to do what they tell you
Yeah.
till we get
Well,
our own platform.
you couldn't spell shits different,
I
like
didn't want to.
SHITZ.
I thought about it, but then I didn't want people to get confused, even though it's still confusing with it being stuff. But it
Right.
worked out, so 2 years later, here we are, still growing and still showing. So
That's what's up. How do you go about getting guests on your show?
That's a great question because in the beginning we couldn't buy a guest. Like I couldn't bribe nobody with food stamps, a fake vacation. Like we couldn't get a guest. Our first season when we
Not a
started,
fake vacation though.
I was trying to give all inclusive to nowhere, but wasn't nobody biting. So I don't know. Now it's because we're a little bit um in the game a little more. I have a PR firm that I work with out of Toronto. They send us guests, and then we work
Nice.
with a lot of local people in Ohio to get them on and promote it. So it's been a wild ride as far as the guests, because I mean our first season, like I said, I think we had two guests. Like we could buy a bucket.
Right.
Our second season, I think we did seven guests, maybe less than seven. Our third season, we moved up to 15 episodes. I think we did 14 guests. Well, 14 episodes with guests. Some of them had multiple guests.
Nice.
Our last season, we had a guest on every episode. Some of them was multiple guests. This season, we're double booked, so we're actually having two and three guests on each
Okay.
show. So it's been crazy because my calendar is full, and I've
Right.
been not being able to keep track. Like some people, I kind of promoted a week before they was on, so
Right.
I'm still getting used to having this plethora of guests, I guess, because we have people still trying to get on, and we're still kind of booked up until May right now.
Right.
So it's been crazy. And if push kind of shove, we're just going to run right into season six if the demand is high. Because, I mean, that's what we did. We went straight from season four right into season five.
Right. Right.
Um, we've had some dope guests.
That's cool. So was it hard trying to find a PR firm? Was it difficult?
They found us. Like they came to
Oh,
me. They're up in Toronto, and they work with like 80 Empire, Nitty Green from the Riff was actually in Lean on Me. Um, I'm drawing blanks on names now because
no, that's cool.
but yeah, they came to us. They came to me
Nice.
before season four and was like, hey, I see your podcast. We want to send you guys our clients for interviews. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it.
Right.
I'm
Let's
not gonna
work it
turn
out.
down a chance to work with international people. I mean, I'm from Akron, Ohio. I haven't left my house yet, and I've worked with some people in California, Toronto, New York, Jersey, like all over the map, Texas.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
that's
it's been
dope.
dope.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. It's nice that they reached out to you too. It's been hard, like pulling teeth.
I thought it was a scam. No lie.
Right.
Like the first time I see the email, I was like, Toronto,
Right.
PR firm, us? Y'all must not know we working with peanuts over here. Y'all must be a different. They must have been looking for what the fuck or who is that? Because it definitely wasn't what the shit at the beginning. I didn't think it was, but
Oh shoot.
it was us. I was like, are you sure you want to send your people to our podcast? You watched our show? Clearly, you did not watch what's going on this
Right.
show. We
Right.
definitely didn't start out doing interviews. We just started out being like a man cave, talk shit kind of podcast, just current events, everything going on, and it's been a blessing because we've been able to transition into this space to where we've had a lot of dope musicians, podcasters, everybody who creates. We've done had some people on. Now we got cosplayers coming to us, want to come on
Nice.
the show. So it's been a blessing. I guess it kind of started with them. Like before then, it was just people we knew, like locally, or people we knew through somebody. But having them come to us, it opened us up to a whole different group of people trying to get at us now. So we've
Right.
been doing a lot more.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I get like a bunch of emails, but like you said, I be thinking the scammers. So I don't even entertain them anymore. I just be like, yeah, no.
No, you know what? At first, because I'm a skeptical person, I don't trust nothing that I don't know, like personally, or email I've never seen before. So I've
Right.
started like looking at them because now it's gotten to the point where we have had some opportunities that's come across my email that had I not looked at them, probably, you know what I'm saying, would put us in a
Right.
different position. But now there's some things on the horizon that I can't talk about yet. But
Right.
it was an email that I was like, you know what, this looks kind of fishy.
Right.
But I opened it up anyway, and I'm glad I did because it's about to be crazy. That's all I can
Nice,
say.
nice. That's what's up. Yeah, I wanted to do podcasters week because there's different podcasters that do podcasts differently. And they also everybody does something a certain way. Some people use Zoom, some people use the live, some people use
Hmm.
StreamYard. Like I've been dabbling with StreamYard.
I
I like
love
Zoom too,
StreamYard.
but you say you don't like it?
I love StreamYard.
Oh,
I was using Restream when I first, I was doing Zoom when I first started, but I'm
uh-huh.
lazy and I don't have the time to edit. Um, and I like the raw and realness of it. So
Right,
being able to be live every night, it kind of keeps people on their toes. You can't be fake when you're live.
right,
Like people will see, who's real and who's fake, who can stand on their toes and who's gonna fall back into obscurity when you're live. And
right,
it's like a pure art form to me. I love like live comedy. I don't watch reality shows because they're not reality based, but
right,
that live feeling is just something different than when it's recorded. You can edit. People can kind of fake themselves because they know, once they hit the editing bay, things change. But going
right.
live, you actually have to
Absolutely.
be a personality. You actually have to have you know, a soul.
Right, right.
But no, we use StreamYard now, and I love it. I don't think I'll change anything else. Like I said, I'm lazy, and I don't like editing. Even though I edit for other people and other things, and I
Right.
also produce podcasts now, which is crazy. Me doing stuff behind the scenes on other podcasts and a co-host on another show. So been growing. But yeah, StreamYard is my go-to. I use Captivate for my audio just because everything on there, from the guest bookings to, setting everything up, is way better than Anchor to me. I've had both. And since Captivate doesn't pay me now, but I used them recently, I'll endorse them. Um,
That's what's up. So a lot of people are saying the same thing. Other podcasters are on here. Hello, all of you, and they're saying that
Notorious Moms, did you enjoy
their
the
go-to
movie?
is StreamYard too.
I'm sorry. Notorious Moms, did you enjoy the movie? Please say you did, because if not, I mean, it doesn't matter. We got it anyway, but I just hope she enjoyed the movie. Yeah, so the reason why I asked that because I have a partnership with um, I want to say a marketing type thing where they send us
Okay.
like promotions to do movies and stuff like that. And then we get digital codes and everything like that to do live giveaways during the show. And
Nice.
sometimes I come to Facebook, Instagram, and I'll do a live and give away codes there just to, show love to people because not everybody from Instagram, does Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. So I want to be able to give everybody opportunity to win a free movie night on us or whatever it is. Give back to
Right.
people because that's, I believe in loyalty, and the people who support us. I want to show love back because, as I said, when we didn't have nothing, we had 400 followers. You know, it was hard. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try to go on Instagram every day. So much to the point where now I think they're shadow banning us. But
On
it is what it
Instagram?
is. Yeah. Like I noticed, like I'm not a numbers guy. I don't really pay attention, but oh yeah, the trivia. I'll get to that later. But yeah, so we do a lot of different stuff, like games and stuff. So we try to be interactive because
Right.
it is a live show. Nobody wants to hear somebody talk about subjects for like an hour and a half just straight. So we do. I got two games. One called Damn How Old Are You? And it's pretty much a game where it's from the 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010. It's a trivia game. You
Okay.
get four questions. A lot of people get three of them wrong because a lot of people weren't born in the 80s. Some people don't remember the 90s. 2000s is kind of easier. 2010s, it's recent, so you remember that. And
Right.
then there's another game called Three the Hard Way, which is a music, sports, and movie trivia game. So
Okay.
try to do giveaways like that, make it fun for everybody. We try to bring either on the live or in the crowd, or if they're in the show, have them answer from the comments.
Especially you say you go live every night.
No, every Wednesday. We go
Oh, okay.
live.
'Cause you said every night. I was like,
Ooh.
that's a lot of streaming.
Oh no, I couldn't do that. Oh, I go on Instagram. I live stream on Instagram a little more than I do like our show, just because, like I say, interacting with the people, interacting with people is just it's fun to me.
Right.
So anytime I can do that, I'll do it. If I have free time and I ain't doing nothing, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on live with the people. Let's talk. Let's play a game. Let's do something just to have fun. But yeah, that's too much.
Right.
But no, we go
That's what I
live.
thought that's what you said at first, and I was like, that's a lot of
Well,
streaming. But you
technically,
said every Wednesday.
I
Every
kind of
Wednesday at
do
what time?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's what's up.
Well, technically, I do go live almost every day of the week because I'm a producer on a show on Monday, a co-host on Tuesday. I have my show on Wednesday. There's another show I'm secretly doing on Thursdays, and then Friday I just kind of go live, and then sometimes Saturday, Sunday, really I kind of rest unless somebody. But then again, somebody might be like, "Hey, man, I need you to jump on with me," so I'll jump on their show. So I'm pretty much always going live or always waiting
Okay.
on somebody doing recording. So I stay busy. Um, Sometimes behind the scenes, people don't even know I'm on somebody's show until
Right.
it come out.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to just do Podcasters Week to interact with other podcasters and get some feedback on how they do things. And like everybody kept saying, "What's the topic?" I was like, "No, it's not a topic thing. It's just like we're all interacting with each other. You
Yeah,
guys can ask me questions too because it's not about me. It's about us,
please don't ask
as
me
a
questions. I
whole."
have no answers. I know nothing. I'm just here so I don't get fined. She asked me to do this. I was kind of held on that.
Well, you not knowing anything, you've got a lot. You've given a lot of answers already tonight, but
Well,
you
I mean,
definitely
because like I said, when I first started, there was nobody who kind of gave me the game. I was green. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a podcast because people told me I couldn't host, and I had a chip on my shoulder, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. So I started doing it, and then
right.
as I started learning the game and started looking at different things and watching other people how they do theirs and taking little things and kind of spinning it to work for me, it
Hmm.
started working. And then some people started coming to me like, hey man, I see what you're doing, how can I do it? And I was like, you know what? I shouldn't be telling you this because technically you the enemy, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because I don't really care because what's for us is
Right,
for
right.
us. You know what I mean? And I
That's how
tell
I
people that
am.
like you can't be afraid to help somebody else out. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
it's a table that can be built for everybody in this room at the table for everybody. That's one thing we believe. Me and my guys, like there's room for everybody. Like just because something works for me, it might not work for somebody. Man, boom, I don't want to hear nothing. So before we do anything, podcast lit. Anybody see him? It took me 3 months to get his punk ass. Did I say punk ass on here? Look, I'm gonna say punk ass back to podcasting because he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna take a break. I don't know if I can do this. I ain't got no help." I said, "Nigga, you got me. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm sure help you." So I had to fight him every night. Xbox Live. He was talking shit to him on Facebook. I would get in his comments and be like, he'd be like, "Yeah, man, I'm about to do this." I was like, "Nigga, you doing your podcast?" "No, man, but
Right.
I'm really nah, nigga. Just I don't want to hear nothing until you get back to your podcast." And that's all. That's all I need to say about that because until you get
Right,
back to your
right.
podcast, none of that other stuff matters
Right.
to
You're like,
me
I don't want to
because
hear nothing
I don't
else.
want to hear none of that. Like everything you said up until you get back to your podcast means
Right.
nothing. Shout out to Big Smash, man. He's one of my inspirations. If I had his head, I took both of mine off twice and given to charity. But no,
But
I
see, look,
believe
you
like,
you gave him that motivation, so now he's back on it, right?
yeah, it took him only 6 months, but who's
Right.
counting? I
Hey,
mean, I'm
sometimes
not counting.
sometimes people need that. Sometimes people need to take that little seat, that
See,
little
sometimes you
break.
gotta grab somebody by the back of the scruff of their neck like they used to do back in school. Oh, me? I'll drop there. I'll drop episodes every Wednesday. We just dropped one about lupus and mental health. This week we got a singer and a rapper, Clay Presley, Prezi Fuliano, coming
Nice,
on. You know
nice.
what I mean? So I'm out here. I'm out here every week, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to do something special for podcasters, and like I said, some people they've been doing it for a while. I started during the pandemic, and then it was just something extra to do. So I was like, you know what? Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey, how y'all doing? So I was like, you know
My
what?
guy
Let me go
Chris.
ahead and just do. Let me just jump out there. I like to talk. I like to interact with people, and like just being stuck in the house, that I was going stir crazy.
Oh
So I was
yeah.
like, you know what? Let me go ahead and jump on here and start talking to people, and I had a good time doing it and meeting people like all over the world. So it was
Mm-hmm.
interesting to me, and then I was like, okay, I want to see how some other people are doing it too. And then, like try to do some stuff where we're able to co-host going forward in the future. So
Oh
that's why
yeah.
I was like, let me just do Podcasters Week.
I'm down with it. Like I said, anytime I get to run my mouth, it's a good day for me.
Right.
Like sometimes I don't like it, but then once that red light turn on, or that there's somebody there, I get that adrenaline, and it's like a drug to me. I might be addicted to this, y'all. Y'all might want to pray for me, y'all. I can't not run my mouth. Oh. um, but yeah, no, I mean, because I started. The real reason I got started, and not too many people know this story, and I don't want to, be all sad and sappy, but like 2000, it was like right before the pandemic started, right at the height of everything. Like Corona was hot and heavy. It was
Hmm.
April 2020. I was in school. Me and Blur's Eye View, my guy Chris, he's also a co-host on my show.
Hmm.
Um, he brought me onto his show, and it was right after my dad passed away,
Oh, oh,
and I was like in a rough place. And black people don't do therapy, so I was like, fuck that. I'm not about to sit on a white person's couch and let them tell me what I'm doing wrong. I know what's wrong. I just don't want to
Right.
talk about it. So
Hmm.
Hope sit in. He brought me on the show, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. I want to be able to talk about what I want to talk about. And I was telling people, it was like, man, you can't do that.
Yeah, you
You too rough
can.
around the edges. You too crass. You too cocky. You this, you that. And I was like, and so
Right.
I mean,
You're like,
I
somebody
mean,
gonna listen. Somebody gonna listen.
yeah, whether it's one person, and I started believing like whether it's one person or a million people, it don't matter. You still gonna get the
Right.
same me. I can be an asshole, I can be cocky, I can be all that, but at the end of the day, I'm just real. Like I
Right.
don't really believe in sugarcoating shit or playing up to somebody else's level. Like I'm a BD, whether I'm the smartest guy in the room or the dumbest guy in the room, I'm in the
Right.
room, and that's all I care about. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own podcast. And I was telling guys who I grew up with, I was like, yeah, man, I'm about to start this podcast, and it was supposed to be called Brothers Reaching Out. So when it
Okay.
came time to do it, Brother Dudes was like, and don't nobody steal my shit because it's copywritten by no one, but still, it's Brothers Reaching Out, but don't take that shit. His acronym was bro. But
Right.
so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And then people was like, nah, man, we gonna do it. And then when it came time, I was like, nope, I ain't with it. I don't know if I can talk, man. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I went to
Right.
my guy Chris, my dude Courtney, and there was another guy who I ain't giving no name to, because he decided to pull a Beyonce and thought he was bigger than the crew.
Oh,
Little did
okay.
he know, season 5, we still out here, nigga, yeah. So anywho, yeah, my little humble brag. No, but so he decided what we was doing, the way we was doing things wasn't, we shouldn't be talking about people, we shouldn't be cussing, and we shouldn't be doing that. And I said, well, whatever. So he disappeared on us, and then decided to come back under his own thing. Are we saying names? All right, Jason Cooper, holla at your boy. What's up, man? How you doing, man? I hope you over there living life, man. Everything is great and peachy king. You know what I'm saying? A plus, nigga. Burns, hot sauce.
Bet the house is
Uh,
starting. He's starting to fight. They starting to
Oh,
fight.
my dude, Big Smash, man. I love him, man, because he one of them dudes, man. He make me want to talk shit more than I supposed to. Sometimes I be want to play humble and let the room do their thing, but he bring it out of me. But no,
Right.
so I started with the shit July 2020. First episode was raw as shit on Zoom, and I was like, you know what? I love this. We were talking
That's what's
shit.
up.
I remember the first episode because it was right around this time this chick was fighting, this boxer was fighting, and it was like 7 seconds. Like the fight ended in 7 seconds. And the
Hmm.
name of the episode was The Fastest 7 Seconds Heard Around the World. And that
Right.
was the first episode we ever did. So then, like, I think the next episode was right around Breonna Taylor, so it was no, it was a little bit after that. And the reason dude got mad because I did a wrestling episode. He had dreads. So he was Booker C, I was the Croc. My dude was a heartbroken kid, and then it was lukewarm Chris Guthrie.
Gotcha.
Everybody else had, messed up names. This dude got mad, and I was disrespecting his name and all this and that. I was like, you know what, man? All right, B. I'm not apologizing because I ain't. But
Right.
it was what it was.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
fast forward, what I mean? So like I said, it was just we were nowhere. We were oh yeah. It was no, we ain't petty no more. We in a different
Not
place
no
now,
more. Oh,
No.
wait, hold on 1 second. Bet the house so everybody gets their time. I think I'm not sure if you even hit me up in the DM to get on the calendar for this week, but there's still dates and times are available, but everybody gets their own hour. So that I'm just doing one person at a time. We're just going through and getting the history of their podcast and just sharing information
Yeah.
back and forth. So I'm not bringing anybody else extra on tonight.
Yeah,
It's
man.
just gonna be
Plus
one
you got
person.
all the people, man. Let me get 2 or 3 at least, man. Let me get 1, 2 followers, man. I ain't got enough followers as it is, man. I just got damn, man. That's right, one. Where were we? So yeah, like I was saying,
He was clowning. He was clowning the dude's name.
yeah. So dude's name, and then I was working, so he sent me like this long 4-page email, text message about things we should change on the show and how we should move going forward and all this and that. And I was like, fuck that. My
Right.
show, my name on the marquee. At the end of the day, the show's success or the show failure lays on my head.
Right.
So, what I mean? Don't nobody else got to take the punishment of if it goes sideways like I would have to.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
if I'm gonna go down and my name is on it, then I always get into this Kanye voice when I get this. Now if I'm gonna go down and my name's on it, man, I gotta make sure that I'm doing what I gotta do. Huh? But no,
That don't even sound like Kanye to me. You sound like
somebody. Well,
everybody
see,
doing
that
what's
was
his
my
name?
Terrence
Howard.
Howard. My Terrence Howard. Sorry.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. That's
But no,
exactly what that
man.
sound like.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I
but
hear
no, but so I was like, if my name's on the top and if it all goes down and something goes wrong, or somebody doesn't like something, or we say something, out of the blue that somebody don't like, they're
you.
gonna come to
Right.
me first because my name's on it. So at the end of the day, I'm not changing nothing unless I feel like it needs to be changed. Like I'll take everything into consideration because I'm not
Right.
a dictator, but I have to do what I feel is best for the show because,
Absolutely.
like I said, it rises and falls on me. So
I feel
that's
you.
where
I
we
feel you
at.
with
So
that. I
we left
totally
like
agree. So let me ask you some business stuff. So business wise, have you gone and got like your either your LLC or your sole proprietorship or anything like that for your name?
we have one. We have a production company. Um, Me, Blur's Eye View, and my guy who runs Smoking Reviews. We all have our own podcast, but also are in part of each other's podcast. And why everybody on Kanye, man? Uh,
She's like, he's not petty, he's emotional.
that too. Definitely. No, but we have a production company, Black Legacy Productions LLC. So we kind of run the shows under that, if that
Got
being
you.
an umbrella. But yeah, we definitely got one of those. That was right kind of after we got started. Um, Not too long after we got started. I think December of 2020. Yeah,
2020.
December of
Okay.
2020, we got our LLC for our production company. So we pretty
Nice.
much that's the name on everything. You'll see like in the like any of my logos, it says like WTS or what the shit Black Legacy Production. So definitely did that. I don't want to do one solo for my show just because I
No,
don't
the
know.
umbrella is smart. That's a smart way of doing it. Like I know some people that just do it solely under their name, or they'll do it solely under their business name. But it is smart to
Mm-hmm.
have an umbrella. I have an umbrella and I have several businesses underneath there.
Yeah.
And I kind of let each thing do its own thing. But at the same time, it's wise to do it that way.
Yeah, we just felt like that would be the easier approach to it. Just to kind of keep the paperwork down, one, and to make sure everybody, their own podcast is underneath that umbrella instead of me trying to do my own thing. They try to do their own thing, they try to
Right.
do their own thing, but we still have, this one business and then everything else. It just convolutes the situation, I guess, sometimes.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was just easier to kind of do the umbrella and just make it work like that. I'm saying so far it has.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm glad it worked out that way for you. And like I said, that is the wisest thing to do. So do you, when you have your guests, being that, well, not all your guests don't come from your PR company, right?
Mm-mm,
You get
no,
some from different places, but when you have your guests on, do you have them sign either an NDA or do you have them sign like a release form or anything like that?
not
No.
at the moment. I've been thinking about it. But then again, I don't really know what those are. Again, I'm still new to it, so like some of those things escape me. I'll be like, somebody was like, "Yeah, man, you should have them sign a release." I said, "What are they releasing?" I'm not sure
Uh,
exactly because none of my show is scripted. You know what I mean?
right.
So
Well, it's
if
not
they
even
want,
a script. It's not for the purpose of script. It's just like for it's protection for yourself, so that people don't sit there and try to use it and say, oh yeah, like let's say later on down the road, let's say you get into a heated discussion on your live, or and then like you said, it's not scripted, so it's whatever said is whatever, and you might have a
mm-hmm,
disagreement with somebody else, but at the same time. Later on down the road, somebody might say, come back and say, "Oh, he tried to slander my name," or they'll try to bring that up and use that against you. So it's best to have a release form protection for yourself.
I've
Um,
thought about it, but we don't really like, and that's the thing about it. Like we don't really debate. When we have a guest on, it's about the guest.
mhm,
We don't put words in their mouths. We just kind of ask them guiding questions, but it's really
mhm.
them telling their story.
Got
It's
you.
not like we're asking them like, so what do you do? I heard you were sleeping with this person, that person. It's more like about either their music, their show, or things of that nature. It's not really a probative type thing. It's more of it's a space, it's a safe space. It's to let you come on and talk about your show and the things you want to talk about. We don't guide conversations any way that we don't feel is going to be beneficial to showcase you and your skills.
Got
You
you.
know, like it's not Entertainment Tonight or TMZ. Like I hate TMZ, and I tell people like this is not TMZ. We want to hear the story straight from the source, not from some third party or some like some sleazy person who's just trying to make a quick buck. That's not how
Right.
we roll. Like I want to hear all the stories. Like we had a guy who was telling like he hung out with Lionel Richie and all these other people, and I was just like, damn, that's crazy. And we would never get this hearing it from somebody else because they were like, yeah, they were doing drugs in the bathroom or some shit like that just to make it sound more. And then we report it, so now we look goofy because we out here telling lies. And I don't believe that's the way to roll because one, that
Right.
alienates people, and two, it's just I don't like it. Like I don't like the he say she say the like we're like in our headlines we don't really do too much of like celebrity news.
Gotcha.
Um, more sports. We talk about news and stuff like that what's going on, but we talk about stuff that's already been reported, already found true. Nothing that's like too crazy or nothing like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I was because I was talking to somebody that's been doing podcasts for like before it became big and everybody was doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
and that's one thing that they advised me to do was to make sure I get people to sign either an NDA or a release form. And I'm the same way. My podcasts are set up on Sundays for people to kind of use it as an outlet to talk about their businesses, or if they don't have a
Mm-hmm.
business, they can come on there and talk about whatever it is that inspires them or whatever it is that they do. Somebody was just on here, God's Mary or Goddess Mary, excuse me. And one I had added her, I think from TikTok, and then I added her on here. And so I was gonna let her come on and do a free reading, on live, in front of everybody and just kind of show her skill or her craft or whatever. So that
Ooh.
when I meet people like that, I just have people come on and do stuff like that on the show. So, but and if there's businesses, I try to support them in any type of way. I'm definitely big
Mm-hmm.
on businesses and support.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
mean we've done three black, two women, one man, like a black business podcast, like a black business summit. Just had these businesses come on live, talk about their businesses and all that. We've done like what we call King-ish. It's like just a bunch of black men getting together talking about things that plague black men. Two-parter. We had Queenish was the same thing, but it was a group of women just getting together
nice.
talking about those type of things. And I actually was trying to start this thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it because I kind of don't have the time, and it's kind of separate from what's going on, and with
Mm,
everything that's going on with what the shit. I don't really want to spread myself too thin. But
right.
it's called the Chambers Effect, which is pretty much something like this, but just me and nine other people, creatives, whatever, getting together on a live and just talking about things that's going on.
Mm, mm. That's what's up. Yeah, I like. See, I wanted to like when I was in Florida. I'm in South Carolina now, but when I was in Florida, I used to um I used to put on and also assist with the Black Business Expos and
Mm.
everything like that. So I used to enjoy doing that and putting on for the cities, and like it wasn't just my city, it was like for every city. We went
Mm-hmm.
around from place to place, and that's something I really want to get back into now that things are opening up. I like to do face-to-face interviews. That's like my thing. I like to meet people. I'm a people person. So I like
Yeah.
to reach out and be like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, you're free? Because like I think like 2 guests ago I interviewed Julissa Juju up in New York, and I was gonna fly in and surprise her, but I was like, you know what? There's 2 airports. I didn't want to call her. I was gonna surprise her, but I was like, no, I'm flying to the wrong one, and she'd be like, girl, you way on
Yeah.
the other side of town. So I said, okay, I
Yeah.
got to do a little bit
Abu
better than
Dhabi
that.
somewhere.
But yeah, I like to do the face-to-face interaction, face-to-face interviews. But this makes it a way to still interview people, like I said, near and far, and
Mm-hmm.
still be able to get the information out there. So that's something I would like to do in the very near future. Is like some type of an expo and like have like people come out. So I'm doing it this week with the podcast week, but I want to do it on a bigger scale and then like try to find like a central location so everybody can come in and do
Come
it,
through.
you know.
Yeah.
And I want to do
That would
like,
be
I want
dope.
to have like the big cameras and everybody's there like a panel type deal and everybody just go in there and we just, talk our
Talk.
stuff and
Yeah.
catch up.
Yeah. That's what the idea was, but I don't have the time. So if somebody want to do it, there's
Right.
the idea. I just like I said with everything that's been happening the last couple months, and I had this idea for like 6 months, but I never had to follow through just because I was doing all kind of other stuff. Like I said, helping other people with their stuff, plus doing my stuff, plus
Right.
working a 9 to 5. People don't realize that podcast you still got to work sometimes unless you actually, in the one percenters who getting paid for their stuff. and getting paid well. And I
Right.
still got to work a 9 to 5, so I deliver hospice equipment during the day, and I podcast at night just to make sure I'm still out here doing it.
Gotcha.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. Like, when I first heard like one of those things I heard was like podcasters shouldn't podcast with other podcasters. I never understood that idea. Like, you shouldn't be interacting with other podcast people, or talking with them, or interacting, because like it's competition, and I just don't see that because I don't
Right.
really care.
Right.
Like, it's not that big to me. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, whether I interact with podcasters or not. I'd rather interact with them because I believe networking is key in this business, in
Right.
this field. Like, you can't go somewhere without knowing somebody. Like I said, I didn't know anybody when we started. And like, look at where we at now compared to look at where we was when we first started.
First
And it
started.
all was with me networking, and it started on Instagram. Like, I believe in like August of last year, we was at like 500 followers, and turned that into over 1,000, almost 1,500 in like 3 4 months, just
Right.
by me actually interacting with people and talking and meeting people on there. And it's been a blessing to get to know them because I met some dope. Like I said, I met a lot of dope people doing this that I probably wouldn't have met not doing it.
Right, right.
So
That's what I enjoy too, just meeting new people. It's like it's exciting to me. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And got to get people's background stories and then like to kind of keep in contact with them
yeah,
off of the online, like it's dope. It's nice to have that interaction. And like you said in the beginning, like a few minutes ago, is yeah, I'm like, to me it's like, it's for everybody. So whoever wants to do it can do it. And like, I'm not trying to hide anything or be like, oh no, I can't tell you that. That's a secret. Like if I something that I know, I want
I
to get
can't
the
hold
information
water.
out, and I want to sit there and let people know, like, hey, this is how I do it. This is how somebody else does it, or these are like little key tips that you can use. And it's all about growth. And then when you sit there and you try to be confined, or you try to hold stuff back, that's when you don't grow yourself. You're trying to keep it to yourself, but you're not growing yourself because you're not even trying to give nobody else the opportunity to expand. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because I
hey,
can't hold water, so anytime I find something new, I want to tell somebody. Like, I'm having a hard time keeping the secret I'm supposed to be keeping, but I keep hitting at it everywhere I go. Like, hey, just wait. I'm gonna tell you soon enough. Just know
right.
it's about to go down, but I can't. I gotta, it's killing me.
you got
Like,
you got
it's
to keep it
killing
hush.
me.
You got to keep
Yeah,
it hush.
I gotta wait till all the ink dry and the particulars of the particular. But just, I'm excited because, like I said, doing this is opening up doors that I didn't even know I could open just by sitting down talking to people and just by being myself.
Right.
Like, I can be annoying sometimes. I can be an asshole. I can be a douche and a dick. I don't mean it. It's just
Right.
I'm a I blame it on being a Sagittarius. People tell me that's not a valid excuse, but fuck them.
No.
I don't care. That's how I say it. So, but
Right.
no, it's my personality. But yeah, I enjoy interacting with like new people, and like you said, hearing their stories. Cause like I said, I've met some people who work with some big names in music, and it's
Right.
just like, damn, just hearing the stories about them and how they operate, and the greatness that they were around, just makes me realize that just meeting people, you never know where it might take you. You never know
Right.
what network connection you make might get you that next big interview, or might get you, a sponsorship, or might just get you somewhere that you never thought you would be if you hadn't opened up or hadn't expanded your horizon and hadn't,
Right.
what I'm saying, not just think with your mind, but like them emails. We was talking about them emails. You stop,
Right. Right.
every email you open, as long as it don't say Nigerian Prince, open that motherfucker, because you never know who it is and what they talking about, and it might land you a spot that you don't, what I'm saying, a door that
I
you
think
don't
I got I
open.
think I got deterred because like when I first started doing it, I wasn't getting emails in the beginning, and then like after like a couple of episodes, I was getting emails from different people, and I was like, okay, cool, So then I started opening them up, but then it always led back to, okay, if this sounds good to you, okay, you can purchase this for the. I was like, wait,
Yeah, see
then
those emails. Yeah, once you
right.
get
So
to
once I
that,
started
I
about
gotta
talking about
pay
purchase
you.
and stuff, I was just like, well, no, so I kind of pulled back, and then I was getting
Yeah.
more and more of those, and I was just like, you know what,
And that's the sad part, because I have like like get emails from like podcast promoters who want to promote me on Apple, Spotify, and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, I do that on my own without paying somebody.
right,
Like, well, I'm not paying you to do something I can do myself, and that's the attitude I have. Like, I'm not paying nobody to edit my show if I can do it myself. I'm
Actually,
not
like,
paying
right.
nobody to find me guests if I can do it myself just because I'm broke. I don't know if I told you this, but I don't get paid to do this. This is for the love of the
It's
game.
all broke.
I ain't even playing. Like, mm-mm. You jack me. It's practice. And it's a
Right,
good
right.
time.
You, you
We
feel like
I'm
get
putting
your
put my
look.
hands up just to see how I
They
feel to
gonna
get
jack you
robbed.
for practice, right?
Well, I'm putting my hands up to see how I feel robbed, and you taking my wallet to get nothing because I'm canceling every card I don't have in there as soon as I get home, and I'm filing a false breach report. Man, he took $500, all my credit cards, my Rolex, all that. Man, he
Right.
gone. Man, find him. He about 6'4", 6'5", black with every color T-shirt on you can think of. Find that
Right.
nigga.
You're too much. Too funny. Too funny. But so everybody that's on here, make sure you guys go add.
Oh,
That's
we got dark. Damn.
what I know. It's starting getting real dark. What's the shit? What's that shit? That's his podcast. Make sure you guys add him, follow him. He's on here. He's on Facebook. Where else can they find you?
Everywhere. I'm so proud to say that now. I'm on iHeart. We on Spotify, Apple, every streaming platform you can think of. We are there.
Nice.
We go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
We got 4 different websites, Pod Page, Captivate, everything. Linktree, you can get to everything.
Your link tree's in your bio.
I believe so. Don't let me
Okay.
lie to y'all. I hate lying to people. I swear last time I checked it was in there, but I changed that thing so much just trying to keep all the. God, Lee, where the sun? The gone. Lord. Nope, that ain't gonna work me.
The building. Uh-oh, hold on. We got a
Yeah.
connection.
Oh, Lord
You back.
Jesus. Uh, oh, Lord. That's what I get for playing for 3G and not 5. I told you I was broke. I'm on somebody else's hotspot, and they should say FBI.
Oh
So I
gosh.
might want to get on these shit soon.
Oh Lord. Oh goodness. Okay, so you're on all the platforms, all the podcast platforms. They can find
Yep.
you everywhere. Get to you on Linktree.
Twitter.
You're on 8 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Um, what I was gonna say, is there anything else, any other information you want to put out there to the listeners, anybody that's new doing podcasts, anything?
Jump off the porch. Don't be afraid. Um, fear almost stopped me from doing this. Um, because I knew like people like, oh man, you funny, and somebody was like, are you a comedian? No, I don't write jokes. I respect the hell out of comedians. I'm just me. What you see is what you get. My personality, it's real. You know what I mean? Just be
Right,
yourself. Jump off the porch. Don't be afraid. You got to start somewhere. You can't start unless you don't. Like you'll never get anywhere.
right.
So if you ever need help, I will tell you what I know, what I don't know. I will try to help you find it. And if we can't find it, fuck it. I know some people who might. But just you know what I mean. I don't want to be petty. Well, I mean, if you want to come on, come on. We can be petty anytime you want. We can do whatever you like. I mean, I'm not turning no guests down. I mean, we like to talk to anybody.
Right.
We just like to talk. Yeah, I mean, we just having fun. Like, just have fun. Like, be yourself, have fun, and quit worrying about what everybody else said. If I stopped because what everybody else told me I couldn't do, this is a true story. My first season, I used to shout out the woman who told me I probably shouldn't start a podcast, and I did it in 40 different ways every night. I did it in
Nice.
Spanish. I don't even know Spanish. I did it in Spanish. I did it. Real talk. Real talk. I did it in Spanish. I did it as I can't, every night I would shout her out at the end of the show. I would just say, hello, Linda, or, Salvador Gigantes, hello, Linda, another love, you know me in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Just
Uh-huh.
any way I could, because to me that was saying, I'm still here no matter what you feel, whether you said indirectly or directly. I felt like you didn't support it. And I was being petty. My first
Right.
season was petty as hell. Don't be petty, people. If they tell you can't do it, just do it anyway. You ain't gotta call
Right,
them out.
right, right.
You ain't gotta don't take the route I did. I was wrong. I spent the whole season with a chip on my shoulder when I could have been doing better. But I was just so focused on proving everybody wrong. Every time I felt somebody sliding me, I tried to use it as fuel. And now I'm on a positive level and everything is starting out so much better. Just use
See, you
positivity.
learned from it. You learned from it. That's all. It was a
Yeah,
learning curve. It was a learning
yeah.
curve.
I learned negativity and pettiness will only get you so far. Now it's
Right.
funny as hell,
Right.
but
Right.
the first season was rough because people was like, I see what he on. He on some if we don't come on this show and do his show, he gonna talk shit about us. And I did,
Right.
but I didn't. I'm just playing.
He was like, "Indeed."
Kinda. But no, just be yourself, man. Like the best advice I can give y'all is be yourselves. Don't worry about any outside noise besides the people that's around you, who's supporting you, who got your back. Those are the people who matter. You know what I mean? When you break it big, them people who are around you, you got to repay their respect. You got to repay their loyalty. You got to repay their support because once you break it big, you gonna have people come out, the woodwork who ain't never seen your show, talking about how they believe it in you and how great you are. You know what I'm saying? Let me borrow $1. I seen your show. I
Absolutely.
remember I changed your diapers when you was 5. You know what I'm saying? Like the uncle you never had or never knew is gonna show
Right.
up
Right.
as soon as your show start popping, or as soon as you start gaining notoriety, or as soon as you can do something for them. You're gonna have them hanger-ons. So fuck them people. You know what I'm saying? Worry
Exactly.
about the team that's with you, the people that support you, and the people who, interact with you. Because they're the people that matter. Everybody else is just white noise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the best advice you can give. That's the best advice out there. I always tell people to be yourself too. There's only one you. So even if
Yeah.
you're a twin, you got your own personality, you got your own self. So just be you. That's the only thing you can be. Be the best you can be. So
Or be the
yeah,
worst you and just try to fake it till you make it.
right. That too.
I mean, I've seen
That
people do
too.
it.
That works for
Ooh.
some people.
Well,
Some
I'm not subscribed. I don't subscribe to it. I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta wake up and be like, I don't feel like I can get it done today, but find the strength, man, because I tell people you never know who listening to your story might be
right,
inspired or might
right.
need that, might need that bit of information, or they just might need that inspiration to get up.
Absolutely.
I had a guy hit me up and I was like, man, I feel like quitting. And this guy hit me up and was like, man, I'm not seeing the numbers, my podcast, I don't know what to do. And I was like, damn, I feel like I'm in the same spot. Now I'm, a little more in the game than he is. And I was like, you know what?
Right.
Just keep going. And I was like, damn, if I'm telling people to keep going, I guess I should follow my own advice. If not, I'm a hypocrite.
Right.
So sometimes you just gotta, get up and just start the day positive and the rest will fall in line.
Absolutely. I love that. That's perfect. That's a perfect way to end this podcast tonight is giving people inspiration. And I get told that a lot. Like, oh man, you inspired me to do. I'm like, me? They're like, yeah, I listen
Oh,
to
that's still
I'm
new to me.
like, wow, okay. Like I get text messages out of the blue sometimes, or I get DMs and people are actually thanking me because they listened to one of the shows and I'd be like, oh, I was just talking from experience and then like, nah, but you inspired me to do such and such and such. And I'd be like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. So it's just the little things. You don't even realize it sometimes, but just being able to step out there on that path and be able to bring people along the way, that are supportive with you and then also they're following you because they're like, okay, we have faith in you. So
I don't know why they follow me. I swear to God, but I appreciate y'all, the 5 people that follow me, man. I
these are
got
the
y'all one
five
day.
people. I cannot.
Yeah, man. One day it's
Do you
gonna
have a
pay
Cash
y'all.
App?
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's a good question. I do. I do. I do.
I was gonna
I
say put
do.
it out there, but you don't even know if you got it or not.
How does Cash App work? Ain't it like $ whatever your name is?
Right.
I don't have my Cash App card. I think it's like Darius 0824 something like that. And try that. And if I send y'all a heart, that was me. If not, take y'all money back and then I'll just email me and I'll send it to you.
Look, you're gonna have to get that together, okay?
Well,
Because
because I
here,
don't really see. I'm like I said, still new to all this. So you know what I'm saying. I'm just a humble dude that grew up in Akron, Ohio. So I don't know how to handle all the. I wouldn't call. I'm a D-list celebrity. I don't really, what I'm saying. I'm in the shadows now, so I'm just trying to take it as it comes. I feel like I should be having one of them pixelated voices on too right now, like I'm a witness protection. But
now
no, I
look,
mean,
now since you're all in the dark and stuff, all you
yeah.
might as well.
John said he wanted to do this. My boss was the
Right,
person
you
who did
might
what
as
he
well
did.
now. All in the dark. It's like, wait, who am I talking
Yeah,
to?
I feel bad because there's no light. These streets
No,
damn
it's
has
all
no light.
good. It's getting darker by the second. It's all good though. But
I
I
think it's me.
appreciate you jumping on here with me.
Oh, this is fun.
Since you don't know your own Cash App, DM me your Cash App, and we're gonna give a token of appreciation for coming on to the
Oh,
show.
Lordy.
And
Oh,
for
Rich,
coming on to
y'all.
the show, and for being such a great podcaster. We appreciate
Oh,
you.
don't tell people that, because then
We
people
also
going to
have
start
some
hitting me
other
up.
small gifts because
Send them to the light.
Simply
No, yeah, I
Wisdom
like the
and
darkness.
Broadcasting with Boss Lady Star, we have linked up with a great company, palexanderwear.com, and we have some masks to give away. I know they're trying to do away with it, but we're still protecting ourselves, so I'll give you a mask as well. But just hit
Oh,
me up
yeah.
on the DM, and we'll
Oh,
go
yeah. Hey,
forward
look,
with
it's me.
that.
Look at
Huh?
that face. A radio face. What's up, people?
He said the radio face.
Yeah, this is the face for radio.
My
Remember,
aunt
Simply
said, "Come
Wisdom.
into the light."
I like the darkness. You can get a lot done
Hey,
in the
Tony, how
darkness.
are you? No, but yeah, I wanted to say thank you so much for your time. Make sure you try to follow I'm gonna be doing podcasts all this week with different podcasters. So you were the first person to sign up. I appreciate that, and you were the first person
Yeah.
today. So
Yeah.
make sure you try to follow the rest of them. If you have time, jump on, join us next week or during the week,
Oh, yeah.
not next week, but all during this week because it's gonna be between 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have different times every day. I'm gonna post and say who's gonna be that day. I'll post it that morning, and then I'll let everybody know who's going to be on there that night. So
I'll be there with
tomorrow
bells
morning, I'll
on.
post and say who's going to be on. So make sure you come back and support.
I hope they're as good as I was. I think I set the tone. The bar is low, y'all, so y'all
You
really
said
ain't got to do
it's
too
not
much.
no low. It's not the bar's not low. You set the tone. It's a high
Muy
bar.
pequeño, y'all. Muy pequeño. Y'all ain't got to do too much. Just state your name, and you already get 16 points on the SAT. So, just, y'all ain't
Oh
even,
goodness. But
ain't
thank
got to
you
do too
so
much.
much for coming on.
Welcome. I enjoyed this. This is
I
fun.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. You guys have a good evening, and stay
You
real.
too. Thank you guys for joining us tonight for the first night of Podcasters Week. And please go make sure you guys follow us all this week between 7, 8, 9, and 10. I will be interviewing other podcasters, getting their background story, hearing where they came from and where they are currently. So make sure you join us tomorrow morning. I will be posting who will be on tomorrow night. So just check out the page and you'll see who's going to be on tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining us. Boss Lady Star out.